Hi there, this is Paul Byler, Senior Pastor at Foothills Community Chapel in Tryon, North Carolina. We are so excited about Vertical 2020. It has been a crazy year, and expect some crazy things at Vertical to happen. God's going to show up, going to do some amazing things. Why? Because we are a special people. And they have asked me, and I am deeply honored that they would ask for me to teach a workshop. I want to introduce myself, let you guys know who I am and the subject that I'm going to be speaking on. Subject I think that I'm going to be speaking on is how to affect the change that you want to see in the world around you. How do I as a believer affect that? How do you as a believer? What is the job of a Christian in this hostility that we see day in and day out? It's going to be practical illustrations, some practical teachings. And we're going to look at the life, maybe some of the life of Daniel and how he stood up in those crazy times that he had to go through. But I want it to be practical. It's going to be a time of discussion, and maybe some of you guys can catch up sleep in my workshop. Not offensive at all. Seen that in the past. I think this will be about the 5th year that I've taught, and I have definitely seen some people catch up on much needed sleep during the time. So looking forward to that. Main theme that I'm going to be teaching is be the change that you want to see in the world around us. And you can also bring your pillow if you want to. All right, thank you guys.
Just a quick little peek into our workshop, which will be on loving yourself. The greatest commandment, God says, is to love the Lord your God with everything that you have. And then he says to love your neighbor as yourself. And what I've discovered in my life is there's a lot of times that I haven't really loved myself, and out of that, I'm not able to minister. So God's just been showing me some things in my own life, in my own walk, how important it is that I love myself. And when we hear that, we tend to want to run from that. But really excited about this workshop, and we're going to dive into that. And the question that I would have for you is, do you love yourself?
What's up, guys? Andrew here. Just to give you a little bit of a glimpse into what I'll be sharing at the workshop that I'll be leading out in at Vertical coming up in September. Hope you all can make it down and join us. Something that's really been on my heart for the better part of a year or two, maybe even, is the very interesting text where Jesus and the disciples have some little kids around them in Matthew 18. And the disciples are kind of done with the little kids. They want to get the little kids out of there. And Jesus hits them with, unless you become like one of these little ones, you won't ever see the kingdom of heaven and can't be a part of the kingdom of heaven. And we take that as childlike faith is what we draw out of that. And just the idea of becoming like a little child. And I'm a father of a 5 and a 2-year-old. And this has been resonating with me, it seems like every day for the better part of the last year or two. And just they're literally walking this out. My son's 2 years old. His trust, his faith in me as his father has such been a challenge and a very humbling experience. And I just want to chat with you guys about that a little bit, and what that even means and looks like in our day and age, in our crazy world around us. God requiring a faith in us like maybe never before. And I look very forward to chatting with you about it. I think there is definitely a lot more studying to come, a lot more revelation to come. And I think it'll be a good time. And I hope you're gonna have 4 or 5 amazing options for these workshops like you always do. And I'm not gonna give you a sales pitch to come to this one, but if that resonates with you at all, just a building up in faith, in our desperate, crazy times and world around us, come join us and it'll be a good time. Look forward to seeing you.
Hey guys, Doug Nolt here. I'm going to be one of the workshop speakers at Vertical 2020 this year. Here's where I'm going. As you know, I've been called and led worship for many years, and I feel like I'm supposed to impart to those that are specifically called to that ministry something that has been given to me. I'm supposed to impart into you. So I invite you to come out if that is what God has called you to do. It's going to be specifically just for those that are called to that ministry. And it's going to have some teaching, practical illustrations, some impartation time, and also questions and answers. Look forward to seeing you there. God bless you.